bad bitch wanna follow my team. She out the molly, little baby, she a fiend. This shit really ain't what it seems. Big what, big dough, what you need. I got love all across the map now. What that body do, baby, I'm tryna map out.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lunar Waves here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. Now today I decided to come over here and creative and show you guys some tips and tricks to use in online and stuff to outplay and outsmart players in season 7. Now some of these tips you can use them in build battles and stuff, or let me rephrase that. Like, some of these tips are while you're in build battles and stuff, but not all of them. But yeah, before we even get started with the video, I just also wanted to say this. Down in my description I have all my social media links, so if you support Lunar Waves, you know what I'm saying, you watch my streams, I recommend you guys to go down and follow my Twitter, since over there is where I post all my news and stuff, like if I'm uploading or not, if I'm getting a video up, if I'm streaming. So yeah, make sure to follow that. Once again, the link will be in the description. And yeah, also let's hit 10 likes on this video. We've hit more on streams, we always do, but you know, for this video let's just hit 10. I'll be happy with that. But yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first tip that I'm gonna give you guys is when somebody has high ground, you know, and they're up on a 1x1 or something, I'm gonna teach you guys a little technique on how to push up. It's a little different, it will throw people off guard. And like, usually you guys would probably do this, just like straight up just start pushing this, or you know, put like that, you know. But don't do that, because from up here, like, let me redo this real quick, let me make it a ramp closer. Like, if you start from over here and you just start coning up, you know, and editing, like, it's very vulnerable when you're up here, you know what I'm saying? Because if they have IR, they could just spray. Oh my god, they could just spray down there and they could just headshot you and melt you, you know what I'm saying? But don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Use this technique. It'll take a little practice. I'll do it to the side. I'm not gonna really show you guys the view if you're the enemy up there, but this is what it would look like if you push him like that. So it's basically, you put a ramp, a cone, you put walls, and you go to the side, ramp up, another cone, wall to the side, and basically push up like that. And if you push up like that and you kind of stay in the middle, my bad, I messed up. I'm still trying to master some of these, but yeah, if you go like this, you're basically like zigzagging his shots. I messed up 2 times, but you're zigzagging his shots, you know what I'm saying? And he's probably gonna be caught off guard, because he's gonna be expecting an edit from the cones, but you're not gonna do that. So pushing a player like this is very effective, and also it might even intimidate him, you know what I'm saying? If you get pushed like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's tip number 1. I keep messing it up because I'm trash. Nah, I don't. Watch this. See, you have to make sure you place that wall on the side so you don't mess it up. If you try to look too straight, then I'll mess up. But yeah, that's tip number 1. You see how it's zigzag? And maybe on the last one, once you get up to them, you might want to edit the cone or something. But yeah, well, that's tip number 1, guys. That's how you push high ground, hopefully without getting hit. I mean, it works for me. Most of the time I do it, like 90% of the time I do it. So yeah, well, moving on to the next tip. Alright guys, so the next tip is when you're in this situation and you have high ground. This one is kind of, for some of these tips you guys are gonna have to kind of be advanced. Not exactly this tip is too advanced, but some of the other ones I'm about to show you guys, you have to be a little quick. But yeah, this tip is when you have high ground right here. If you catch your opponent, like if he's ramping up and you put a floor and box him up right here, some of you guys might just want to edit this, you know, or like flip the ramp. But instead of doing that, the tip that I'm going to give you guys is, this is going to catch them off guard. Just once you box him up, keep running. Place a pyramid right here and then catch him right here. You don't even have to edit a window. You could just edit a slash at the top. You know what I'm saying? Catch him off guard. You don't even have to jump in front of him. You could literally just jump to the side and you even have a better view. You see what I'm saying? So just jump to the side. It would look something like this, fast-paced, I think. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it. Let me delete this. See? So you come up, box up. You see, not that hard. But yeah, well that tip is gonna catch people off guard. Or maybe if you just have traps, you know, just trapping like that. But yeah, well, moving on to the next tip. Okay, so this next tip is when you have an opponent that's turtled up in a box and they're just holding the ramp there. We've all been in this position, you know what I'm saying? But this tip that I'm about to give you is effective, but I'm gonna also show you a way on how to like combat this one. You know what I'm saying? So the guy's in there, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have to make sure that you have your own floor in there somehow, but it doesn't really matter if you do the first tip that I'm about to give you guys. The first one, if you don't have turrets. So what you could do is just edit this, shoot at them, you know, and instantly put a cone in there. I don't know why am I getting glitched, but put a cone in there. And what this is gonna do is that when they're in here and you put the cone, they're gonna be caught off guard, and then you can't, you know what I'm saying? Can't place no ramps in here, so they're unprotected. But then the other thing that I'm gonna give you guys a tip on is don't just, after you put that cone, don't just try to hit them like this, because if you window like that and they're hiding all the way back here, you're not gonna be able to see them, and they could like peek you from the side. It's happened to me before, you know what I'm saying? So instead, put a cone outside and edit the top of yours right there, and you have a view, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, when you guys do this, make sure that your opponent is not too high on health, so you could just end them with a one tap quick, like that. And yeah, now this is the other situation. If you do have turrets and you do own a floor in this, you could do this, which is a little more effective, and it will catch them more off guard. Like, you could open this up, take a turret, put it on the floor, if it would actually like register. Hello. Okay, there we go. So once you place it, that ramp is gonna destroy. You have to, you kind of have to make sure or hope that they don't hop on it. But once it destroys, you can literally have them. You have a full shot, and you can just edit this open, and you know, destroy them. Because they, like, if somebody fucking just spawns a turret in me, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, what do I do? Some are probably gonna try to pick it up, but they're gonna have to turn around. So you're probably gonna get the kill. Cause if they hop on, it's even easier. Cause the seat is right here. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, well that was tip number 3, and let's move on. Okay, now this next tip is when you have your don't mind that this at the bottom. That doesn't make sense. But it's when you have high ground and you have your opponent and you're about to floor them like this. You know what I'm saying? So right here, so you floor them right here. You know, you could at it, but if it's season 7, you know what I'm saying? So they're most likely just gonna put a cone. So what happens if you put your own flooring cone? You could still edit them, but you know it's season 7. They could just go like this. Since this one's their ramp, they could just shoot right there, edit this like that, and there you can't get to them. You see what I'm saying? So instead, I would suggest you guys do this. Instead of even flooring, since when you do put a floor, they're probably gonna instantly put a cone. Start off with a cone first, like that. So then they're gonna have, that's gonna throw them off a little bit. But instead of editing this, if you look out the side, there's a ramp right here. So you could just literally put your own ramp right there. You see? Drop down, pump, close, edit top, and again. You see what I'm saying? So it will literally like just catch them off guard. And even if they try to like ramp out to the side, you're probably gonna catch them coming up. So you might get a free shot just by doing that. But like full speed, it should look something like this if you just start flooring them. Let me see. Let me fly up. Okay, so you're starting like that. Well, I didn't mean to put that floor there, but you know. Edit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that would catch people off guard. They're just gonna be like, wait. You didn't even, honestly, you don't even need to put this wall on the side. Just kind of pay attention to your opponent on how fast or like how good you think they are at building. Because this might be expected and when you drop down to the side, there's a wall right there. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, well, that was tip number 4, and let's keep going with this video. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this tip is, once again, it's just like this one. Like, I'm gonna show you guys now how to combat that one, since I told you guys that I could show you that. This one with the sentry gun, if somebody pulls this on you, you're kind of dead, you know. I don't think you can combat that one, but for this one, since I told you guys, if there's a ramp in here, right? If there's a ramp in here, can I please edit? Alright. If there's a ramp in here and you shoot at it, right? Let's say you're the one in there and they're shooting at this. First off, they have to have this wall. So this wall is gonna be theirs. So what's gonna happen is this. Once you see them take your wall, instead of letting them put the hole in here and then put the cone and avoid your ramp, you want to flip your whole ramp and you swerve side to side like this. Once they open whatever they open up here, click to make the edit happen, and then you have a shot. So let's say if they did edit a window, I could wait right here until they edit the window. Right when they edit it, I could hit him right there. You see what I mean? Oh my gosh. I got the autosave lag. But yeah, that's how to combat that. Now, just like I said, if somebody actually puts the sentry gun in here, or a turret, you're kind of dead. I'm sorry. I don't think you can combat that one. But yeah, now let's move on to the next tip. Okay, for this next tip, let's say you're in a low ground in a build fight, and you're about to build up. You have somebody on high ground, so you're tunneling like this. Most of you will probably just, you know, come all the way up here and, you know, double 90 up like that. But at this point, man, it's season 7. You're probably gonna get shot. They're gonna get a good amount of damage on you. So instead, some of you might even do this, which is a good technique too. So like, let me just show you guys right here. Cone right here, and then follow it up by cone right here, and then edit this, and then double 90. You see, because if they drop down and they're following you on the ramp, that cone behind you is gonna get them stuck. You see what I'm saying? But some people, I know how to combat this, so I wouldn't recommend you guys to do that unless you know the player you're versing is not the best. You know, I do this in public solos all the time, but if you know that the player that you're versing is, my bad, that was my Snapchat. If you know that the player that you're versing is kind of decent, what I would recommend you guys to do is cone right here, and this is what I call the wall turnaround. Instead of editing in double 90, you want to turn around, place a wall right here, place another one right here, place a ramp, and then place ramps like that and cones. This is gonna catch them off guard because they're gonna be like, wait, they're gonna be expecting you to come out over here, and then you're gonna come out back there, and then once you come out back here, you might have a view at their ramp, and you might be able to throw a cone at them, and then you might be able to catch them because they might be waiting for you up there or something. So you might cone them, and then be able to just take their high ground easily. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, fast paced. I'm probably gonna mess up because this is the one that that's like the newest to me. But if it works, I've tried it before online. It just catches people off guard so bad. Like, you just want to wait until you cone up top, wall, just like that. You see what I'm saying? And yeah. Okay guys, so this next tip for console is gonna be a little advanced. I think it's easier on PC, but this is when you and your opponent are about to meet up like this. Some of you might instantly do this, which is not bad. It's just put a cone over you and edit it. And for those of you that might be like, wait, why the fuck, why is that a thing? You know what I'm saying? Basically how this works is the guy that's gonna be coming up from over here is gonna put a ramp over here, and once you edit this, it's gonna all just go down. They're gonna fall behind you. You see what I'm saying? But instead of doing this, or instead of doing that, the reason why this is not reliable is because, once again, it's season 7. You know what I'm saying? If you're ramping up like this and I see somebody put a cone, I'm instantly gonna put a floor. So now they can't do it. And I'm also, this is another quick tip right here, put floors on both sides right there so they can't jump to the side. And if you hear that they're about to jump to the side, or you somehow know that they're about to jump to the side, you can hold on the edit or once in the sides, and once they jump, like that. You see what I'm saying? But this tip right here. Instead of just putting that, just add the floor, add your own floor, because then once you edit both, yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys saw that lag, but if you edit both like that, you're gonna get across. They can't do it. They can't do anything. They just can't. Unless the only combat against this that I have is if you just walk right there, and then right when it come up like that. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's that tip right there. Just this one's very popular. Just the cone floor edit your own, you know what I'm saying? This one's very known, but it's a little hard to do for those beginners at editing and stuff. But yeah, well, let's get on with the next tip. Okay, this one's like on the same situation. This is gonna be the last tip that I'm gonna give you guys, but this situation right here is gonna be a little different. What happens if he gets high ground? You know what I'm saying? And right here, if he puts that right there, like, what do? You can't cone him from over here. Well, this tip right here, quickly do this instead. Put a cone in front of him. You see, the cone in front of him is gonna do the same thing as if the last tip that I showed you guys. I'm like messing with my words, but once they go through, you can jump up, edit this, and they're gonna fall. You got high ground again. You see what I'm saying? But that cone is gonna throw them off guard. After coming up from editing those two, the cone and the floor fast, they're gonna be like, wait, why is there a cone? And then they're gonna just get dropped down. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, this is not just for this situation too. It might work like you might, since I've done this a lot. Like while I'm double 90ing, I sometimes get a close view of the opponent, so I shoot or something at them, or I throw a cone at them. Like practicing coning is very like efficient, because you might be versing a faster building than you, but if you're smarter and you hit your shots and you can cone them and hold them back more, you're probably gonna win the fight. So just watch out for that. Any ramps that are left like this while you're on low ground like this, like any ramps that are left like that, and that you might get a view like this, throw a cone on it. It would just mess them up. Like, just trust me. And you can just, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, that has been it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, you know what I'm saying, and you're down to see me streaming, make sure to subscribe. Smash the like button. Or no. Smash that sub button, you know. Hit the sub button for a one tap. Hit that jump for 200 damage, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I also turn on post notifications, even though YouTube sometimes doesn't even send them, but still turn them on and hit the little setting thing beside it and hit all notifications, so any videos or streams that I upload will be sent to you guys. And yeah, once again, let's try to get 10 likes on this video. And yeah, it's been your boy Lunar Waves, and I hope these tips helped in some way.